tarjima qilib turasizda, keyin o'shidan o'qiyman. Shart emas.
Ular biladi.
Yoshlar va kitobxonlik madaniyati deb nomlanadi. Endi sizlarga qiziqarli bo'lishi uchun biz mana shu o'qituvchini taklif qilganmiz. Nyu-York shahridan hozir o'zini tanishtiradi. Ismlari Armin, ya'ni o'qituvchi kasblari. O'zbekchani ham ozmuncha tushunar ekan. Mana shu bugungi kutubxonamizga tashrifi davomida juda ham xursand bo'ldi. Juda ham abituriyentlar soni ko'p, hamma o'qiyapti, dars qilyapti. Shu darajada yoshlar kitobga nima deydi, ko'p kitob o'qib, mana shu jimlikni saqlab deb birinchi kelganda juda ham nima deydi, hayratlanib gapirdi. Aynan mana shu yerda kitobxonlar soni ko'pligidan, tinchlikni saqlab, mana shu nima deydi, ko'p mutolaa qilayotganlaringdan xursand bo'ldi. Hozir endi esa mana shu kitobxonlik madaniyati haqida, umuman kitob o'qish, qanday qilib nima deydi, ozgina sizlarga nima deydi, speaking qiladilar. Ya'ni bular hammasi o'qishga tayyorlanuvchilar, abituriyentlar. Siz o'zingiz tavsiya qilsangiz ham bo'ladi. Endi nima deydi, hammani qaysi kasb egasi bo'lishidan qat'iy nazar, hammasini orqasida birinchi navbatda mutolaa turadi-da, to'g'rimi? Kitob o'qimasdan turib, hech qanaqangi kasbni ham mukammal egallay olishimiz mumkin emas. Endi bunda faqatgina biz badiiy adabiyotlarni nazarda tutishimiz mumkin, lekin baribir biz ko'proq kitob o'qishimiz kerak. O'shaning uchun endi bu kishi tajribali o'qituvchi. Ma'lumotingiz qanaqa aytib berasizmi?
Kasabian? Is that my last name? My degree is a master in TESOL.
TESOL bilan master ekan degree
Long Island
darajasi.
University in Brooklyn.
Qandaydir bir bular bilan bir nima deydi, o'yinmi, bir shunaqangi treningmi, shunaqa o'tkaza olasizmi? Shular sizda bormi?
Can you do some game like qanaqa o'yin? Or training
With all these people?
With all these people.
Qandaydir tafakkur o'yinlaringiz bo'lishi mumkin. Faqatgina suhbatda emas.
Brain games.
O'yin qilsak qandaydir qiziqarli bo'ladi-da bular bilan.
Qiziqarli.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
brain games if you know.
we can have one simple one.
Bor ekan shuna.
Bo'ldi, hozirgisi navbatda.
Do you want to start with a game? We start boshda o'ynab bilan.
Hozirgi navbatni demak sizga beraman. O'zingizni bemalol tanishtirib, bular hammasi ingliz tilida so'zlasha oladi. Bemalol muloqot qilib o'yinlaringizni o'tkazishingiz mumkin.
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
All right, sure. Can I talk in English?
Yes.
All right. I'm happy to meet you. My name is Armin Kasabian, and I teach in high schools in New York. So where do I teach?
New York, which is located in the United States.
Exactly. I teach in New York. I also teach in Connecticut. But I'm from near New York City. So I'm not from the city. I'm from what we call suburbs. Suburb. Like oblast, something like oblast. Rayon. And I have been living in Uzbekistan for almost 8 months. How many months have I been living here?
8.
Almost 8. Almost. 7 and 3 weeks. 7 months and 3 weeks. And the job that I've been doing here is going to lots of schools. I went to his school. And what did I do at your school? You can introduce yourself too.
Trening qilgan darslar polni tushuntirdi. Bu yoqda keyin polni hamma bilan kirishdi, aniq qildilarda. Bolalar bilan polni tanishib chiqdilar, ma'lumot berdilar ko'p narsa haqida.
Have you got ads?
Yeah, I have got else and shu aniq qildik. Yaxshi anaqa bo'ldi-da, ko'p narsa ma'lumot oldik o'zimiz haqida, o'qishga topshirish yo bo'lmasa qanaqa ko'proq profitable bo'lishiga, anaqaga o'qish.
Where did you learn Uzbek language?
I can't say I learned it. Use fawaz men gatmaydi Uzbek tilida. Mumkin 10-20% mumkin. Bu yerda 7 oy oldin men Uzbek tilida gatmaydi. So I'm here, but I love languages. I'm very passionate. I mean, yaxshi ko'raman tilla. I speak. Okay, so in America we have a little bit of a different education system for university. Here you choose university. You say, I'm going to go to this university, I will be teacher. Or I'm going to go to this university, I will do science. But in America, we have a system where you can study many different topics. Kharkhil topics?
Yeah.
You got it. And I'm a person who likes different subjects, different languages, and that's why I became a teacher of English. So my students in New York, where do you think my students come from?
Qayerdan deb o'ylaysiz
Yeah,
o'quvchilar?
qayerdan o'qituvchim?
Yeah.
O'qituvchim.
Your students.
Yeah, where do you think o'qituvchim?
Probably European countries. such
European?
as,
China,
China?
China.
Russia maybe? Where else?
South America.
Japan?
Especially European countries, yeah.
European? Well, I'm just listening now. And so Europe, China, any other countries? Kaysa mamlukatlar, meaning uchuchum.
For you.
My students, where are they from? Any other place?
South America.
South America. Okay, any other ideas?
California.
Mexico, California. Okay, that's not another country, but they could have
Africa.
moved. Africa, Korea. I don't think I've had any Korean, but there are in New York. So I work with students who have immigrated. Muhajirat bilan.
Muhojirlar.
I work with students who immigrate. Most of my students are from Central America, Mexico, El Salvador, some South America. I've also had Uzbek students, Russian students, Ukrainian students, Moroccan students, Yemeni students. So the place where I'm from in New York, every neighborhood, what's a neighborhood?
Mahalla.
Yeah, mahalla. Every neighborhood has different kinds of people. So some neighborhoods, there are a lot of Koreans, maybe Chinese,
We
Japanese.
know New York is cosmopolitan city.
Super cosmopolitan. And it's diverse. Diverse. Kharkhil, you know,
Turli.
totally. But people like to live in certain neighborhoods with people who are similar. So maybe Jewish area, African American area, Caribbean, Jamaican area. And so the students where I work before are from different places based on where I work. So that's what I do in America. But I've also taught French. You know French, I got it, you know.
France.
I also they know French. And I also, in the past, have taught a little bit of sign language. Do you know what sign language is?
Yeah.
What's sign language?
Gesture.
Gesture. Yeah. So, in the U.S., you know, you in Uzbekistan are much better at studying languages. Americans don't study a lot of languages. They just study maybe 1 or 2 years. Very little. How long have you been? Necha yıl?
Yeah.
How long have you been studying English?
At least 2 years.
2? Okay, let's go around. Everyone's going to answer. How long? I've been studying English 34 years. 34 yıl men o'rganyapman ingliz tilida. How about you? How long?
Yeah. She's only.
Okay, maybe she says 0, 5 months, whatever.
No, she's only assistant.
Okay,
she's
so
a
fine.
worker.
Okay, not a problem. How long? Necha yıl? Necha oy?
Endi o'rganyapti ekan.
Okay.
She's a beginner.
Okay, maybe 1 month. Bitta oy.
Bir oy.
Okay, bir oy. Thank you.
I have been learning for 2 years maybe.
2 years, 2 yıl. Thank you.
Maybe 2 years.
2 years, same.
8 months.
8 months. Altı oy.
Yeah, no.
Sakız. Sakız. I always confuse them. Okay.
5 months.
5 months, beş oy.
4 years.
4
Nowadays
years?
I'm Batats.
What's that?
No, 4 years. Nowadays I'm Batats.
Great. Congratulations.
I have been learning English 5 months.
5 months, great.
I have learned 1 year.
1 year, 1 year.
Yeah, bir yil.
Yeah, great.
For 2 years.
For 2 years, okay.
3 months.
3 months, oh, okay.
I've been learning English language for 2 years.
2 years, and how about you?
Only 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah, only 1 year.
So when you say this Do you mean in school or do you mean urok outside of school?
No, she has only special tutors.
You're talking about extra.
Outside of
Farqil
school.
joyda,
Yeah, outside of-
maktabda yo'q.
No, no.
And in school, maybe longer, right?
Yeah.
School, maybe 5 years, 7 years. Interesting. So in America, the law, kanun, 1 year, maybe 2 years, new language. So many Americans don't know about different languages or countries. People who are from New York, like me, we know because we live with many different people. But people in small Kishlock village, maybe they don't know, right? So that's me talking about America. Do you want me to talk about what I've been doing in Uzbekistan, or do you want to do a game?
Nima, biroq o'zlari haqida gapirishdi. Nima O'zbekistonga kelganlar haqida gapirishni istaysizlarmi yo bo'lmasa o'yin o'ynashni xohlaysizlarmi debdi.
We don't care.
You don't care.
It's up to you.
Anything is happy.
It's up to you.
So, how can?
Endi bularga ko'proq to'g'ri sizni qanday O'zbekistonga kelganingiz ham qiziq. Keyin bular ko'proq ingliz tiliga tayyorlanuvchilar speaking. Ko'proq muloqot qilib boyagi ingliz tili qandaydir o'yinlar bo'lsa, o'yinlar o'qisak qiziqadi bular.
Yeah.
Haqida gapirsin.
We don't interest in games.
Yeah, we'll just move forward. We'll do it. We'll do it eventually. Don't worry.
It's
great.
Communication.
Total. What's I going to say? Oh, you were interested in reading.
O'qishga.
But I have a question about reading. Saval bor. Does anyone here read to relax? Or, so if you read to relax, can you raise your hand? It's okay if not, it's fine. So no one. Me, very little. A little bit you. A little bit, so we have two. What do you like to read about? I'm just curious. Mawzu, Nimra.
O'qishni.
Love story? Okay, thank you.
I'm a big fan of reading books, so I read various books like science fiction, detective, or so on.
And do you read only in English, or do you read in Uzbek and Russian as well?
Uzbek, English.
Okay, great. So, okay, that's my first question. So we have two ladies. Who here only reads for school?
What?
Kim only reads for school. That you only will pick something up if your teacher tells you.
Faqat anaqaga risovkaga o'qiysizlarmi? Ana kim o'qiydi deb.
It's okay if not, but it's just a question. Does anyone here only read for homework? They don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it. Oh, like,
We reach into the university. It's our dream. We must enter the university.
yeah.
We read. We made necessary subjects, which is enter the university. We must read 5 subjects, and we haven't made a later time reading books. We only read historical and other books.
So just so I understand, you read with the purpose of needing to do an exam,
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
which is important. Muhim, I don't know, exam, muhim.
Exam is very paramount for our.
Because if you don't pass the exam, you can't go to university.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just going to share what happens in some American schools with reading. The teacher says read, and you do the reading, and you write your answers. But some schools, I'm just sharing, we have something called dear, which is where you drop everything. Drop. What is that? Drop. Well, let's tashawar. Drop everything. Dear. Drop everything. Hama. And read. So it's just something that is a practice. I understand you don't have a lot of time, right? Time, come back. But it's a practice that you can do. But for me, I read when I need to read. Right? So, for instance, the news. Does anyone here read news?
Yeah.
How do you say news?
I read
News.
news and
Khabarlar.
scientist articles.
Scientist articles, okay. Scientist articles, I know mystery, love. Let's go around and share what do we like to read. So,
For example, me,
No, John.
I read the books to get some information,
okay,
especially articles,
articles.
as I mentioned.
And it's usually for something related to school, sometimes.
Yes, actually.
Okay,
Sometimes.
great. Thank you. How about you? What do you read? Maybe you can just
Nimaga o'qiysiz?
Mavzu.
Mavzular nima?
haqiqiy.
Siz gapiravering.
Okay, what topic?
Qanaqa mavzu?
Psychological.
Yes,
Psychological. Psychological. Okay, very good. I'm similar to you. I love self help. Yordam beri. Self-help books.
O'zingiz uchun. O'zingiz.
How to understand my mind better. Okay, thank you. How about you? What do you like to read?
I like reading about history, fiction, and different articles.
Do you only prefer Uzbek history, Central Asian history, or world history?
Today, about Uzbek history and world history.
Oh, okay, like ancient history. Very interesting. Thank you. I like history too. We have a phrase in English, I don't know if you've heard it. History, Tarık, repeats itself.
Qaytariladi.
Have you heard that phrase?
Yeah.
You have it in Uzbek?
Yeah.
Okay.
Qaytariladi.
So it's good to study to see what was good and then what was bad. So then hopefully we don't make the same mistakes. Thank you. What do you read
In my
about?
opinion, everybody study interesting book. For example, I like study books and learning business top books because I will lead business lady and my love job business lady. This time I'm reading business top. Different
Topics.
different topics. Yeah.
The world, I don't know a lot about the world, dunya business, but do you want to start your own business or do you want to work for someone else? What do you want? Ishla ushun?
O'zingiz uchun yoki boshqa birov uchun?
For a company. What do you want?
Myself, and then I will open in my company, private company, and this company, for example, shoes company, but
Shoes.
or clothes or
Kimlan.
yeah, or I'm working maybe foreign people.
Foreign people. Great. So what's your name?
Sabina.
Sabina. What I'm hearing from Sabina is she's reading with a goal. Orzubor. Right?
Maqsad.
Maqsad?
Yeah.
Oh, dream is different. Maqsad?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Maqsad.
It means goal, maqsad.
Maqsad.
Yeah.
So when you have a goal, whatever the goal, you want to learn more. Like my goal, I pick up my Uzbek dictionary and I try to practice new words. So thank you, Sabina. Yeah. How about you? What do you read? So your goal is to read and enter into a new world. Yangil dunya. Right? Like new worlds, right?
World. Yeah. Angling.
All right, thank you.
I prefer historical books because it's very visual and incredible for me. And I want to be a judge. My goal is reading all historical books and
Okay.
English language because it's very fabulous for me.
Interesting. I know that in America there's different types of lawyers, right? Lawyer. To be a judge, you have to be a lawyer first, right? Is it the same in Uzbekistan?
No, lawyers.
What?
We've got prosecutor, judge, and lawyer.
Okay.
Lawyer and the judge, it's not the same.
It's
very
different. Okay, so it's a different profession.
Yeah.
What kind of law, because judge is working with
Yeah.
law, kanun, what kind of law is interesting to you?
I prefer administrative code. Administrative code, you know?
Administration?
Administrative code. It is memory codex, you know?
I don't know what it's about.
Administrative code. We judges in Uzbekistan judges must know code.
Okay, the laws.
Crime code, administrative code. It has got very different. Judge and lawyers now must know code.
Okay, thank you for sharing. But I'm imagining, I don't know. Do you read the administrative code for fun?
Yeah. So
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
very easy.
So I bet out of all the people here, you're the only one. What's interesting about the administrative code? Because to me it sounds very dry. So I want to know what's interesting.
When I read code, I relax because I know every laws in Uzbekistan.
Okay.
And I know I must do it. I mustn't do it because it is limited.
Right.
Limited.
Got it.
When I do some wrong, I paid fine
Yes,
for the
straf.
country. Yeah.
Got it. So you want to know the rules. You're a person who loves rules.
Yeah.
So you study the rules and then you want to help the society.
Yeah.
Society. What's
Jamiyat.
Jamiyat. Jamiyat. Siz xohlaysiz yordam jamiyat. You want to help society.
The most advanced thing I know I must do it or I mustn't do it.
Got it. Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Pakiza.
Pakiza. Thank you, Pakiza. I didn't get everyone's name, but thank you. How about you? Thank you. What do you want to read?
I love reading books about interesting facts.
Facts about countries, about people. What kinds of facts? Animals? Hayvanlar? What? Okay.
Animals.
Animals?
People,
animals. All right. Thank you. What's your name?
Uzbek.
Azadbek. Azadbek. Azad. Freedom.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Thank you, Azadbek.
In my view, literature is very clever because
Proverbs? Is that what you said?
power.
Power. Kudrat.
Yeah.
Kuch. Kudrat yok?
Yeah, no.
Kudrat.
It's all
Kuch.
Because it changes people's life.
Okay.
For example, recently I have read a book. It's written by Mehmet Yıldız, and it's life.
His life.
Finding.
Fine.
Finding.
Like research.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No?
Name. Its name. Finding.
Oh, its name is Finding. Okay.
Finding. And I read. It's very. It's very sad.
Oh, sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at the end, it's hero and death,
Ooh.
and I'm very unhappy.
You were unhappy at the end. So it sounds like you're a person, the type of person, right? har odam karakter har xil, right?
Yeah, two different. Just different.
Right, so you're someone who has a lot of feelings, right? And you like to feel new, different things. Thank you. And what was your name? Nilufar. Okay, and I think you said it already, but detective, right?
No.
What types of books do you like?
Nowadays, I'm learning IELTS lessons. IELTS lesson. It is said at the beginning. I read new sentence articles and some English books. It helps me improve my English skills to get IELTS score. Maybe. Uzbek literature is very interesting. For me, sometimes I read Uzbek literature.
All right, wonderful. What was your name? Durdana. Thank you, Durdana. Wonderful. Okay, and we got our last friend. She's hiding.
Bu grammatika faqat.
Ha. Uzbek tilida. Uzbek tilida mumkin.
O'zbek tilida
Siz
O'zbek tilida aytavering.
Excuse me, it's not recording.
It's probably dead. I don't know if someone. I could get another phone. It's fun because I have a YouTube channel. Let me get my other phone. Ask her the question. Tell her to prepare your answer, and then you too. Let me. Oh no, it's still recording. It's still going. It's still going. It's still going. What do you like to read about?
Tortinyapti-da. Bu yigit tortinyapti.
She's shy.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave you
Mana bu
alone.
yigit
Tartanyapta, shy.
Yes.
Oh, tartanyapta. I'm learning a new word.
tortinyapti.
Tartanyapta, shy. Okay.
I have a question to you.
Yes.
Are you really from abroad?
Yes.
You know such a lot of words in Uzbek language.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you
it
think
seems
I'm-
like you are not from the abroad, like you're not from the USA. Where from?
So I grew up in New York,
So.
but as a young person, I grew up speaking English, but also Armenian. And so I grew up bilingual.
Bilingual.
Like
Yeah,
many of you, is anyone here bilingual?
Yes.
Is anyone here maybe
All of us.
trilingual? Who's bilingual?
Kim ikkita
Ikki
tilni
tilni
biladi?
biladi, birdan yaxshi.
First question, who's monolingual?
Kim faqat o'zbek tilini biladi?
Monolingual. Meaning you only fakat bitta till. Anyone? No.
All of us bilingual.
Who's bilingual?
Sizni yaqin gapirmoqchi.
English and Uzbek.
Okay.
And
Same?
A little bit Russian.
Little Russian? Bilingual? Are you monolingual? Bilingual?
Churchurski yozik.
Okay. So
Bilingual.
1.5. Bir yarım. There's a joke. İki yarım bir baton.
Bir yarim.
No.
Ha.
İki yarım. İki yarım bir botun.
Ha.
O'zi hozir qarangda, o'zi bunday deyiladi-da. Misol uchun bitta inson bitta tilda bo'ldimi, u bitta inson. Ikkita tilda bo'ldimi, ikkita inson. Ikkita dunyo degani.
Ha,
Uchta til, uchta dunyo. O'sha keyin
To'g'ri.
uchta to'rtta tilni bilgandan keyin bir-biriga grammatikasi juda o'xshash bo'ladi. Keyin 4-5 tillarni ham o'rganish juda oson deyiladi.
Oson. Muhim.
Chunki grammatikasi bir-biriga o'xshaydi.
Ha. Grammatika menimcha biz hayot logika yok. Like I don't know how to say it.
Without grammar?
You
You wanna
need
say?
grammar with life.
Hayot o'z grammatika deyapti.
Hayot grammatika bilan eng yaxshi. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yana bitta savolim bor edi. Misol rus tili juda murakkab til. Masalan, rus tili, ingliz tili bu albatta nima deydi, jahon miqyosida o'z o'rniga ega. Rus tilini bilish uchun Urush va tinchlik asarini, ya'ni Vayna и Mirni qayta o'qib chiqqan odam o'sha rus tilini juda ham mukammal bilar ekanda. Chunki uni tarjimasi o'zbek tiliga tarjima qilinganidan rus tilini o'qigan odam ko'proq ma'lumotga ega bo'ladi. Shu savolim, mana shu siz endi baribir ingliz tili, to'g'rimi? Millatingiz ingliz. Ingliz tilini o'rganish uchun ularni nima deydi, qandaydir o'zini buyuk shaxslarimi yoki bir buyuk kitoblari bor. Misol bizda Alisher Navoiy judayam nima deydi, ko'p so'zlarni ishlata olgan, o'z o'rnida qo'llagan. O'sha ingliz tilida bular hozir ingliz tilini o'qiyapti-ku. Qaysi kitobni o'qisa, o'sha